Yeah, great college basketball game. Great for the state. They came out second half and really threw a couple punches at us, and we called the timeout. And I thought our guys really responded. It was great to see BJ and Reynolds on the floor together at the same time. I know Reynolds was not 100%, and I thought he got tired as the game went on, as you can imagine he would, coming off injury. But it was great to see both of them, because in the first two matchups, they won. BJ was out the first one, and then Reynolds out the second one. Just proud of our guys, proud of the journey we've been on. It's been most difficult year for me as a head coach with injuries, and to get these guys back healthy at this time, and to overcome all the bumps and bruises we've taken early, and then to come and get a win like this and get back to Indy is great. And then, going into Indy, we've got a pretty sour taste of how we performed there last year in that semifinal. So really nice to get another crack at that with these guys, and I think we're a tough out. We're clicking pretty good, and a lot of guys giving us great contributions. Especially these two, but both had great games. BJ was just unstoppable, and I thought in the second half, Faison was maybe the toughest I've seen him. Really switched on to Reynolds a few times. We had to switch the ball screens because of the shooters. He got on the glass. He scored 7 for 8. If you had a better coach, get him the ball more. But really proud of our guys.
BJ, you just talk about, I think it was 54 in the paint today. I mean, you really got penetration and got some action at the rim all night, didn't you? Just talk about that.
Yes, sir. Coach said let's not settle too much. Let's just get downhill, because we knew we had a little bit of advantage of getting downhill and playing strong and finishing through contact, trying to get them in foul trouble. So just executing what Coach wants us to do, and just sticking to the script.
Only a couple games into this rivalry, but you could feel it in here tonight.
Yeah, the fans, everybody was amazing. Like Coach said, it was fun being on the same court as Noah Reynolds. He's a great player, great coaching staff, great team over there. So it was a great win, and I'm just happy to be able to move on to Indy and get some payback from last year.
Coach, do you feel that the I-43 rivalry is, heating up to where it should be in this state?
Boy, if I don't, I'm not very smart. It's 3 good games. They're doing a great job here. The buzz around their program was, pretty intense this year. We went into this year with a lot of shine on our program, and really had a rough start. So, probably were a little jealous at times of what they were getting here at Green Bay. If both programs can continue to push forward, could make this something special for the state. And I know our fans, we had our biggest crowd against them last week, and I don't know what the numbers were here, what they usually get, but it was loud for sure.
BJ, you're obviously a good regular season player too, but it seems like in the postseason is when you really turn it on, kick it up a gear. What is it about the big games that you tend to really perform well?
I'm just trying to do anything to win. That's what the whole team here wanted to do. We just all want to win. We know what our end goal is, so we just try to push forward, and just keep doing whatever we can do to help the team, help Coach get a win. So just like I said, whatever we do, whatever we got to do to get a win, we all with it, from me to the last person on the bench.
A little more on that rivalry. Does it feel a little bit extra special knowing it came from Green Bay?
Yeah, for sure. We'll never get better than that second round of the playoffs, and we got a rival game, an hour and a half from each other. They don't get no better than that. So it was a great game, great atmosphere.
BJ, there's been kind of a lot of chirping by both teams in the 3 meetings this season. It's obviously a rival, but does that somehow get you up even more for these games when there's kind of that tussle?
Yeah, it was. From the first game, I was hurt first game, and then I heard them chirping a lot, a couple people. So I knew next time we were going to play them, I was going to take this game extra personal. So that's all that was.
Coach, did you feel like they weren't able to handle your pressure when you applied it?
Oh, they handled it better today than they did last week. We changed it a bit, moved our press around. We only really tried to trap them once, I think. Really come at them once, and it was more just making them work and I thought the wear and tear on their guards, they were both tired. You could see it at halftime, and that was kind of our message at half. I continue to get downhill. We only took 14 threes, which is probably our season low, and then just pick them up 3/4. Let's really make them work to get the ball up the floor, and then we talk to our guys. We want the other team playing uphill, and then when we get the ball, we want it to tilt and play downhill. And I thought midway through that second half, you could really feel the floor tilting. They were really struggling to get into their stuff. I thought late they started getting at us a little bit when we had the lead. But there for a while, maybe it was that run, they were really struggling just to get into something, and then we were getting it, we were flying it at them, getting it to the rim pretty quick. So it was more just wear and tear on them than really traps.
Coach, we know, I just heard it. I didn't see what happened, but there wasn't a handshake line, obviously, at the end of the game. Did you see what happened before the game, pregame, about the warm-ups and whatnot?
I did not see it, but the official from the league was behind me, and that was their decision to make sure that. And I'll give you my opinion. I don't think there should ever be handshake lines. I think it's just you get a rivalry game, and why spoil what happened on the court with something that could happen in a handshake line? I mean, tradition, yeah, but doesn't mean anything. Sonny and I shook hands just fine.
Just a question for both the players. I mean, when you just faced a team and beat them pretty handily, how do you just prepare yourself to just still come out and perform the same way like how you guys did tonight when you just faced them?
I would say, we can't be satisfied as in the job's not finished yet. We got 2 more games to go. Just take it a game at a time. Get back in the gym. Practice is hard. Prepare is hard for the next team, and try to get the job done.
Yeah, like he said, the job's not finished yet. That's what we've been preaching in our locker room. So we can enjoy this, and like Coach said, let it go after the next day, and it's time to go back and handle business like we've been doing this March.
Faison, Coach said that on Tuesday night you guys didn't prepare super well leading into the game. Obviously, early deficit against Detroit Mercy, but got off to a good start today. What was the difference between getting ready? Obviously, this is going to be a little bit of a tougher game, bigger opponent on the road.
We knew if we didn't come in with the right mindset, it wouldn't turn out the way that we wanted to. So as a collective, as a team, even with the coaching staff, we prepared and practiced as hard as we did, leading up to the previous game. We basically just went hard. Everyone was locked in, was focused, and we knew if everyone was focused, we could get the job done, and that's what happened.